Hello everyone, I am painting my basement ceiling. Right now it's unfinished. Just an old basement ceiling. This house was built in 1958 and I gotta tell you, there was a ton of old wires running across these ceilings and I tore them all out. So it's a lot cleaner now. But beforehand, up here, there was this whole, it's pretty clean here now, but beforehand it was full of old telephone wires running all over. They're running all over this entire ceiling and basement. I tore them all out. We don't use landline anymore. We have cell phones, cable, we're good. Also, and old antenna wires, you know, the old like I think it was called 2-axis or something. I forget the right terms, but they're running all over the place. They must have had TVs all over this house, telephones all over this house. We don't use antennas anymore. We got, you know, you run it through your Wi-Fi and everything now. So, tore all that out. I fixed up some duct work. Duct work was hanging all over the place. So it doesn't have to look neat, it just has to be operational well, so it's not sucking any air up. And I was using this good old duct tape before, and that was working okay on the metal, but this old rough sawn wood up here, that didn't want to stuck to. So I went to Home Depot and I got some really gooey tape. It was in the HVAC aisle with all the duct tapes and everything else, and I got the black stuff, and man, that stuff just stuck to anything. So that stuck real nice to the that rough sawn wood, and so I got that sealed up. This whole ceiling, we're painting it what's called carbon copy. It's a Behr color from Home Depot, and we were thinking about either like a dark charcoal, a black, and white originally, and we got rid of the white color real fast. This ceiling, it's still very busy ceiling. There's still a lot of stuff running up here. Gas lines, electric lines, HVAC lines, there's a beam hanging there, and plumbing lines. So it's still a very busy ceiling. So we wanted to get something that would hide a lot of it better. And cobwebs. Oh my, so many cobwebs. So always cobwebs. And I cleaned the ceiling so many times. I cleaned it by hand. I cleaned it with a shop vac and a broom and everything to try to get all the cobwebs out before painting it. And there's still some. And it's just going to be what it is. So we actually went with what's called carbon copy, and it's like a dark charcoal color. And this is it right here. That's it. So pretty dark charcoal color that we're using, and that's gonna hide all the cobwebs. It's still a very dark color, so what we'll be able to do with our lighting, and you can just see we just have crazy lighting down here right now. Nothing cool, random light bulbs all over the place. So what we'll be able to do is get like can lights and stick them up real nice going down the middle of the ceiling here. And those will kind of just hide into the ceiling. And the light will kind of blind you looking down in it. So the black, darker color is going to really make it look like it's a little bit cleaner of a ceiling. So that's the plan. It's so rough and so busy, I'm going to spray it. I already have a sprayer for when I spray the siding on my house, and it's a Wagner that I also got from the Home Depot. This is just the head unit on it, but it's this Flexio 570 is the one I have, and it's good for painting, using siding, painting siding, we didn't paint siding, we stained the siding. So it sprays stain really well, and I'm going to try spraying some paint with it. We'll see how it does with that. It's supposed to do all sorts of different stains and paints and things, so should work good. And we're going to go over it with a little roller. Just a little roller. I don't know, what is that? I don't know, 3 inches or something. It's just a roller we already had from other jobs in the past painting in the house. So, and that way, if there's any runs, we can roll the runs as I spray. So I'll spray, and then I'll either just spray a section at a time and then roll it, or when my wife gets home, she's grocery shopping now, she'll follow me with the roller, I'll spray, and she'll roll, just to make sure there's no runs and everything's nice and even on it. We have it all tarped off with the plastic painters. Just the painter's plastic here. So just HBX Home Depot brand painter's plastic. It was like 25 bucks for 400 feet of it, so more than enough, and we just taped it off, anything we didn't want painted, because when you spray paint, or when you spray the paint rather than rolling or brushing it, there's like a paint dust that goes all over, and that in the overspray. So anything in the room, that paint dust is gonna like cling to. So anything you don't want painted, you have to mask off or seal off. So I got the staircase, it's sealed off. All the walls are sealed off. We're gonna repaint the floor anyway. It's really dirty from water, sewage, and stuff running across it. So I don't care about that. This is an old water heater. It's totally rotted out from the inside out. I just don't have the manpower to haul it up the steps by myself. So I don't care if that gets painted either. I'm just waiting for another strong guy or two to come help me get that thing up there. It's an 80-gallon one. And I still have to mask off for furnace. I don't want that all painted. And otherwise, that's it. All these plumbing pipes, we're going to go ahead and just paint all those. The ceiling color, all the HVAC, we're going to go ahead and have that just paint. We're just going to paint all that. And that's it. So, stay tuned. This is just clean release duct brand masking tape. This stuff's so much money now. I don't think it used to be that much money, but I bought a 3-roll of it. I used about 1.5 rolls down here. Oh, that's a pretty thin roll actually. Almost 2 rolls. When I'm all done, it'll be 2 rolls. I got wires that come down here and under. I want those to match the ceiling colors, but I don't want the wall behind it to be the ceiling color. So it'll be nice contrast there, the wires running down. And we're going for that more industrial look of things. So, oops, got some paint on that wire, or tape on that wire. And we're going to be repainting the walls too, but we're just leaving the walls white, but because of some old water damage, they need repainted. And just random nails and, or not nails, but screws and other holes and stuff in the wall. I don't know why there are so many random screws and holes and things in the wall. We've lived here for 9 years, and really we never cared about the basement. It was just like a storage dump for us. But now with 3 kids, and you know, they're getting older and they're going to want friends over and things, we just want a place for them to be able to hang out in as they get older. And we'll put a TV down here, a couch, some other table, chairs, whatever, and maybe our video games that'll be on the TV down here and stuff. It'll clean up our main living area and give them their own little place to hang out when their friends come over and things. we're painting under the steps here the ceiling color too, because it's technically a ceiling up underneath here. But the wall around it, I don't want painted the ceiling color. So I'm just masking it off on the edge, the bottom edge of this here. And then now I'm going to wrap these steps so that none of that paint dust gets on the steps here from top side or from the back side, because that stuff just floats and goes everywhere.
Okay, well this isn't sticking to the floor at all.
Alright, got the ceiling painted. It took 4 gallons of the Behr Scuff paint, and it took me about 3 hours of painting per gallon. So there's a lot of time involved in it. It took a lot to paint everything here, but you see it looks real nice. I got every inch, every side of every pipe and board all painted here, and so I'm really happy with the way it turned out. And this color we used was Carbon Copy from the Home Depot, and we like it. So it's not exactly black. It's a little more on a like charcoal scale, and I think it matches the name of it, Carbon Copy. It's the color of carbon copy paper, really. So I like it, and it's going to look nice with some fresh white walls, some fresh paint on the floor, and some new lights. So here, I'll let you get a better look at it. But yeah, in between every board there, I got paint in, pretty good at least, with the spray gun. And around all the wires, around all the pipes. I sprayed the light fixtures just because I didn't care about them, because we're getting new ones. But everything, I taped it off using the blue masking tape and the painter's plastic, and so the lines are real nice. That's the jaggedness there you see, that's just from the shape of the block. But I had it taped right on the board there. And we painted the beam, both beams. That's the long beam there. We painted the pipes that run across, all the vent work. Yeah, all the pipes, even down to the floor over there. Yeah, it looks good. That's the other little beam that we painted, and I painted up in there too. I took off all the fire knobs that I could. That's an old one, so that's why it's ugly. But then you see how shiny the blue one now looks. I took off our smoke, fire, and carbon monoxide and gas alarm. So it's not painted, looks good. And I just started, I haven't gotten all the knobs on yet, but I gotta put the screw in that one, don't I? But you see it looks good. But, oh, yeah, you can kind of see where I missed in between the boards there a little bit, but I couldn't tell until I had the camera light shining on it, so I went all over it real finely. Obviously, I missed that, but oh well. Just don't tell anybody. And, so that's a done deal. Now I'm working on the walls, and that'll be in another video. So thank you for watching.